We're
We're
back.
back. We tried to make that as in unison as possible.
And then the dogs started barking. They wanted us to join in too.
See, they
Ah,
always know. Hi.
hi. I'm so happy.
I know. Wow, it feels like forever.
Because it was.
It
That was a
was.
long summer. It
It
was a
was.
long summer.
It was. But did it go fast for you?
I want to say this year has gone by so fast because all of a sudden it's like September, right? And I like to have my fall decor September 1st, like out
Mm-hmm.
prominently, everything. I just barely decorated yesterday. So because I'm like, scrambling. So it did go fast. But I feel like because we weren't like seeing each other every week to record and like,
Yeah.
it feels like it was a really long summer. Like
Yeah.
so exciting
Ugh,
to be
I
back.
know. It's crazy. I can't even believe we're already in September. My birthday already happened.
With
We're like heading towards mid-September.
yes, and a happy birthday to you.
Thank you. I'm a ripe old 43.
Look a day over 23.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy though. We're freaking 43.
It's
Or
insane.
you're gonna be 43.
Yeah, don't be rushing. Yeah, a couple
In
weeks.
19 days?
Is it? You have
I don't
quick
know. I can't.
math.
No, wait, no, that's 19 days from my birthday. What, the ninth? 14 days?
Oh, is today the ninth? Oh, shit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Or is it
Yeah.
yeah, it
I
is
think
the ninth.
14.
Mm-hmm. That's
God.
wow.
And we're literally a hop, skip, and a jump away from 50.
For real.
Like we're about to be mid-century. Okay.
Yeah. And I'm telling you, I should have had an over the hill party.
Yeah. Why do you, well, you're not over the hill though. Over the hill's
No,
45,
but
over
when you think
45.
about it, my dad passed away when he was 77 or something, whatever. I'm like if I go
You're
like if I die by 84, this is
okay. Shh. I didn't think of it
midlife.
like that. I thought it was over 45.
I guess if you want to make it to 90.
Oh my
Or if you
God.
do,
Ew. I don't like
yeah.
this anymore. Let's change the
I know
subject. That's
because
so
I guess the
depressing.
hope is to get to 100. So if we're 50, that's midlife. That's a midway, but
You know what? It's possible. My grandmother is getting ready to celebrate her 98th birthday 2 days before mine.
wow. Aww.
So, and she is sharp, hilarious, great skin. And I really think she's going to be here for a couple more
I
years,
love it.
several. I mean, my God.
Oh,
So here's hoping. But yeah,
yes, for
how
sure.
how the hell was your summer?
Uh, it was good. It was fast. It
Oh,
was hot, which I'm
you
so
love.
happy about. It was nice. It was very busy. Presley had like a lot of sleepovers and play dates, and I worked a lot.
Oh,
So, yeah, it was just kind of like so fast, like a whirlwind. And I
yeah.
like to, it's my favorite season, so I like to embrace it and I like for it to go slow. So it's a little bit like right now, I'm trying to like hold on to summer as much as I
Yeah.
can because it just makes me sad that summer's almost over. Like, I'm excited for Christmas too and the holidays, but
Not
I
me.
don't want it yet. Yeah. I'm like, there's some things about the holidays too that is just like, I don't know, make me kind of
Cozy.
yeah, but also melancholy sometimes,
Me too.
So
I
it's
get that.
just, yeah. So I don't know, but it was really good. We had plans to go to Hawaii, but we're putting that over to November. And then went to Disney a few times and yeah, did a lot of things like locally, but it
Hmm.
was nice. We had a great, I chopped off my finger.
What?
I didn't tell you this.
Jesus.
This is a
How? What
PSA,
happened?
everybody. Okay, do you own a mandolin?
Yes, it broke though.
Uh, well, I never owned a mandolin and I was excited, okay, to chop everything.
Oh no.
So I found one at Home Goods and I was like, oh, so did a price comparison to Amazon. I'm like, shoot, 14.99. I can't beat this, right?
Right.
Get home, doing the tomatoes. I'm like, oh shoot, this is on. Well, I've never used a mandolin. I
Uh-oh.
didn't put the protective thing that you put on
Oh.
the vegetables.
Oh.
And so Tony's looking at me and I'm like this. All of a sudden he goes, "Babe, don't do that. You're going to cut off your finger."
Oh.
Right when he said that, the top part of my middle
Okay.
finger
I'm gonna
was
barf.
in the tomatoes.
Ew!
It was gone. Gone.
My insides hurt.
Yeah, it was gone.
Oh
And
my
I'm like,
God.
oh my gosh, blood everywhere in the sink, on my clothes, on my
Oh.
mother. Okay, on the floor, blood everywhere.
Oh.
I'm like, oh my God. And you know me, like, I can handle shit. Okay, I don't have
Oh my
like,
God.
when people are in distress, I can help you. I don't panic like that. But there's something about a sharp blade that really does a number on my psyche,
Yeah, I don't blame you.
and I could not help it. I was like, literally, I think I was going into shock. I was having a panic attack. I was crying. I was like, oh my God, my finger. That part of me
Oh,
was with me forever.
I
And
know.
I'm like, that part of my finger knew my dad. I was like, Tony's like, okay, you need to stop. So he looked at it and it was like, oh my God, that's such a bad cut. Like,
Ooh,
yeah, literally my middle finger looked like Gumby.
I am so beyond repair. Like you don't have it anymore?
No, no, it's now that I look at it, I mean, I would show you, but it's really, you can't really see it right now because
Okay,
it's
good.
healing,
I don't
but
want to see it.
um but it definitely it's gone.
Oh,
And
Neen, I'm so sorry. Oh,
yeah.
you poor thing. Oh
And
God.
the crazy part is I keep bumping it into
Of course.
things. So
That's what
I get
happens.
like an
Yeah.
electric because of your nerves. Like, so yeah, and literally for 3 days after, I was having like PTSD, I think,
Oh,
because I kept imagining if I would have
ooh.
pushed down even further, I might have like really
Oh,
had to go to the ER. And it would have been like, where like the blood's like squirting everywhere.
yeah. Oh my God.
So,
Sorry. Whenever I get nervous, my boobs hurt. Like, so that's why I keep
yeah.
grabbing my
No,
boobs.
for real. I no, and this is me not being like, I literally was having, I felt like I was having these ticks after it because I would think about it and I'd be like, ah, like that.
Yeah.
Or I'd be like, oh, and Tony's
Yeah.
like, what's going on with you?
Oh my
And I'm like,
God.
it's in my head. I'm like, oh, and I couldn't help not doing that.
Oh my God. Wait, I have a question before you keep going. Now, is this always going to hurt when you bump it, or will it get better as you generate more
I
skin?
honestly, I don't know because this happened to my mom a couple of years ago and hers
Oh,
is still sensitive.
okay. I'm throwing away the mandel. I'm not even going to replace mine because
So
fuck
yeah,
that. Ah,
that's
oh
what I want
God.
to end that part with is, if you have a mandolin, like honestly, is it even worth it? Because it was so much to where I had the mandolin there that night and I had to have I was going into panic mode. I told him to get rid of it, throw it out. I don't care where you put it. I never want to see it again.
Uh-huh.
Even with the security thing.
I don't blame you. I would have done the same thing.
Because it's just not pretty. It really isn't. And when I picked that thing up at Home Goods, you know what I thought?
Ugh.
Shit, I hope I don't cut
Of
off my
course.
finger.
Oh, you poor thing. Oh, my poor knee. That makes me sad.
Yeah, that was a lot. So that was my summer in a
Wow.
nutshell.
Yeah, I'm losing
But
body parts.
yeah. How was yours? Because yours was fantastical since the last time I talked to you and
Oh,
or we were on air and you were planning for a trip in particular.
yes. And it was so funny because like it was literally like a couple days after
Hmm.
we that you and I decided to take a well-deserved summer break, from recording and stuff. So yeah, we hadn't even talked about it. Me and Angel decided at Sarah McLachlan's concert, no less, because we were like,
Love
where should we
it.
go in August? Because I don't know about
Okay.
you, like August for me is like my least favorite month typically. I don't know why.
Oh no. Why is that? Same here.
I,
I hate August.
I just
I mean,
it
I want to
drives me
say
crazy.
hate,
Yeah.
but it's not. It's like a month that ugh.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
I used to feel that way about March, but like then, I'm with Angel and she's born in March. So
I'm
March
the
and
same
August used to
way.
suck for, yeah, I'd be like, why are you here? March is like
Yeah.
so long and so is
Mm-hmm.
August,
Mm-hmm.
but so is September and I love
Mm-hmm.
September. But
Yes.
yeah, so we decided that August is going to be our, month to go on vacation. So like we started talking and we're like, where are we going to go? And Paris was a consideration because we want to go back to Paris, Italy. Then do we do like the adult, relaxation that we did last year again because that was so awesome. And then I was like, you know
Okay.
what, like I really think this year we should go to Peru because my grandma's there, I want to see her, and it's been so long. I hadn't been back since 1989
Yeah.
and I loved it when I went, but like it's totally different. So I was like, let's go. This is a huge deal for me because I hate to fly. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
number one. Number two, I used to always say I do not ever want to go to Machu Picchu because
Mm-hmm.
why? I am terrified of heights. I love to hike, but I'm terrified. So like it's like a funny like mind thing that I do to
Yeah.
myself. But then I was like, how am I gonna go take my angel to Peru and not go to Machu Picchu the first time? Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know? So I was like, fuck it. Like I planned the tours. Like we got a tour of like a 3 day, like 3 night excursion to Cusco integrated into our trip, which was not 2 weeks, guys. It was literally like 9 days that we went
Yeah.
to South America. So like so first we took so this was in August and we go to Peru and I'm telling you, my family knows I'm gay. My family knows that I am married and I'm because I live that's part of the reason why I'm so like loud and proud on my social media. I've always said that like
Mm-hmm.
my life is an open book and partly because of that. I want
Mm-hmm.
it's me like, hey family, So we
Right.
go to Peru and I'm like nervous. I'm like, okay, my favorite aunt's gonna pick us up. And she's married to a general and my
Mm-hmm.
uncle. And he's like so like, oh my God, I remember him when I was little, such a teddy bear. And was like, how, I'm sure I'm gonna see him, right? Like, how
Mm-hmm.
is it gonna be? Is it gonna be weird? She picks us up and she's like, okay, so we're just gonna pull into the house real quick because your uncle wants to see you. And I'm like, like right now, like I'm tired, I'm gay, like what?
Aw.
Like, is this
Is this
real?
your aunt that
Yes, the one
your
that comes
grandma lives?
here.
And
No, this is my Thea that comes to visit
gotcha.
often.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm like, okay, we're doing this. And so
Mm-hmm.
we go. I'm like a little sweaty. I'm like nervous. And then
Mm-hmm.
we see him. He's like the doll of all, like teddy bear.
Aw.
First of all, he's adorable.
Mm-hmm.
Secondly, the sweetest. So like what a welcome. And he like got like pastries and stuff for us. And he had wanted to get like
Aw.
food. And my Thea was like, no, it's gonna be late. Plus, she had already been talking to my mom, like, oh, it's gonna be too late for the girls. Thanks, mom. But luckily, my aunt had cooked earlier and she's like, do you guys want this? I'm like, hell yeah. So that was our first
Right?
like we ate.
Aw.
And it was amazing just to catch up. Then we go to our Airbnb, which I had booked for us. It had a gym, a pool, a sauna. Do you think we saw any of the
Mhm.
amenities of the Airbnb while we were there? No, we did not. I had big plans. I was like, I'm gonna work out every morning.
That was
No.
beautiful though.
Oh, yes, gorgeous. So we had this amazing Airbnb, and it was happened to be next to or part of a casino. So I didn't know that Peru was Las Vegas. Everywhere
How
you go, there's a
funny.
casino, and it looks like Vegas. Like it's just
Wow.
hilarious. And like the best coffee shops, the best restaurants, like
Mm-hmm.
like it was just busy. The traffic, like that alone prepared me for Machu Picchu. Like I was not scared when we got to Machu Picchu because I had already been like in the car for a few days prior that
Mm-hmm.
nothing would scare me after that. It's nobody cares about
Wow.
traffic in Peru.
Shoot.
But before we went to Machu Picchu, I had booked us a gourmet food tour. To anyone listening, if you are planning to go to Peru, you need to book a gourmet food tour because first of all, it's a steal. Like we went to like five different like gorgeous restaurants that celebrities go to when they go to Peru.
Hmm.
Oh my God, on the water, the best ceviche, the best cocktails. Like one of the restaurants we went to was amongst the ruins. Like I just looked, I'm like, we're in ruins right now. It was gorgeous. I was like, what is happening? What is my
Wow.
life? Like, oh my God. So that was beyond epic. It was one of my
Is it
favorite nights
expensive
there.
there?
Not for us, no.
Hmm.
It's like it was very like affordable.
Nice.
I want to say like yeah, it was like 10 soles is oh my God, 50 cents. I don't know. I can't remember. A dollar? I don't know. I
Hmm.
forgot already, but like it's affordable. And
Wow.
the vegetables, everything's just so good, Neen. Oh my
Mm.
God. And you would think that we were eating nonstop. We really did not take advantage of all the food when we were there. We shared a lot because it was
Hmm.
like we were just so overwhelmed with everything. There was just so much.
Yeah.
Um, and then we go to, oh, my family took us to see like the traditional like dancing because
Hmm.
people wanted to see that. It was such a fun day and music and
That's so
dance. Oh,
cute. Is that like a cultural center?
yes. Yeah.
Gotcha.
It was amazing.
Hmm.
And then we took our flight to Cusco, which the flight to Cusco was cool. Did I tell you what
Hmm.
happened to me?
No.
Oh my God. So I hate to fly, and what I'm about to tell you guys is one of my biggest fears, and I already lived through it. So, I think it's funny
Oh
now.
shit.
Literally.
Hmm.
So it's only an hour flight, and I had taken my what's that thing called for altitude medication. So
Hmm.
I got altitude medication prior to leaving San Francisco. So you're
Hmm.
supposed to take one like the day of and then that night so you won't get sick.
Hmm.
It makes you pee like a mother racehorse. So I needed
Oh
to
no.
be constantly peeing.
Hmm.
So, I'm on the plane. I'm like waiting for the seatbelt sign to come off. It's literally just an hour flight, but I couldn't hold it. I was like, oh my God. So we go, finally the lights come on, and I'm like, awesome. So me and the guy in the next aisle across from me get up at the same time. So he's walking
Hmm.
behind me to go
Hmm.
to the bathroom. And as I like pull my pants down, cheeks aren't even hitting the seat. We hit turbulence. And it was
No.
like this, like we drew like the symbols behind me right now. Like it was a whole
No.
like geometry homework assignment. I
Oh.
screamed. I said, oh shit, oh shit. I kept screaming, oh shit, but I couldn't stop
No.
peeing. So
Hmm.
thankfully, like I fell into onto the toilet. And it's one of those marathon pees where you're like, hurry up, please. I like finish
Oh
up
my God.
and I can hear the
No.
stewardess. I guess like people in the right there by the bathroom were like,
Mhm.
what's going on? Because I could hear the stewardess say, oh, it's la señorita. Like, oh, it's the girl. So I wash my hands and I get up and I'm
Oh
like, are
no.
we okay? To the stewardess. She's like, yeah, just some
Mhm.
turbulence. She was chilling having a coffee. Like she was not even tripping.
No.
So I have to walk all the way to the front of the plane where our seat was. And
Shit.
then the guy came back and he was cackling the whole time. I don't know why though, because he was like peeing all over the place because of that
Yeah,
turbulence. So why are
exactly.
you laughing at
We're
me?
feeding the whole thing with his urine.
Right? Like he did like some art. Like, oh my God, mean. So that's how that started. But then
Wow.
we get to Cusco. I was more scared of how the altitude was going to hit me. But once we got off the plane, I'm like, are we in like is this altitude right now? And like in the airport. And then she's like, Angel's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay. So we go outside. I'm like, I'm fine. And then you like
Hmm.
totally like pep talked me like to stay calm. I was fine. Like it felt like totally, I just was out of breath
Yeah.
sometimes, but
Hmm.
that's it. And I think
Oh,
the
good.
when I go back, I'm gonna do the altitude medication again because I don't want to get like sick. And
Yeah.
also we ate very light in Machu
Hmm.
Picchu. I just had soup and like because like what one of the day like our last night I had dinner and it was like a little more and I was
Hmm.
real I was like oh like it was like don't eat a lot when you go to
Oh
to
man. So you were
Cusco.
there for how, 2 days? 3 days?
3 nights and 3 days. Two
Wow.
3 days, 2 nights. Yeah, no, 3 days, 3 nights. It
Uh-huh.
was lovely. The one thing I will say though is I am a animal lover and I worry about animals. That's my lot in life. And
Mm-hmm.
there are stray dogs everywhere. So that was like hard for me. Like I just was
Mm-hmm.
like trying to like, look down. They're all happy. They're like coyotes and wolves, I
Yeah,
guess, like able to survive, but it was really hard to just to
of course. Yeah,
like see.
exactly.
But we got to tour Cusco as in a whole, like we got to see the ruins there and like a whole, it was just absolutely breathtaking. So I'm so glad
Wow.
that I did that. And then Machu Picchu, was a whole day. So we didn't hike from the bottom up because you need to
Mm-hmm.
do that takes 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
So we didn't have that. So what we did was it was built into the tour where we did the sunset
Mm-hmm.
hike, where we wake up at the crack. We take a 2 hour ride to the train station. Then the train is another 2 hours, and then you have lunch, and then you take a shuttle and then it barrels you along the mountain like you're on the edge like whee, like circling and I'm like okay and I'm like looking
Damn.
down but by this point I'm like I'm here.
Right? No
Like where am I
turning
gonna
back
go?
now.
Yeah, and so
Shoot, was it like, have you seen the movie Babel?
no.
Oh man, that's a good one. If you
Oh.
haven't, but it's like they're on a bus and it's going,
Oh
and it's
girl,
like tight.
yes,
Oh
tight,
wow. Shit.
tight. I was
Ah.
like, I mean, but I'm telling you, my driving with my aunt prepared me because I was like, okay, like I got this. I looked down even. Oh my God. Then
Wow.
we get to the Machu Picchu entrance and our tour guide was there, the best. He was also our
Hmm.
photographer. He was amazing.
Amazing.
Oh my
Those
God.
pictures, phenomenal.
His vision, like, oh,
Hmm.
loved him. And I signed us up for unit or level one or whatever because I didn't know
Hmm.
what to expect. And he's like, no, 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 I'm taking you to level two. And I'm like, okay, what are we doing?
Oh, I love that.
It was
Aw.
amazing. Amazing. There was llamas, like,
Mm.
oh
Oh,
my God. I couldn't believe I was there. Like it was like an
yeah.
out of body experience. Like when I look
Hmm.
back at the photos, I'm like, I did that. Like if I can do
Yeah.
that, like, okay,
Oh,
like
yeah, for
what else?
sure.
Like,
Exactly. And it's like when you see something like that, don't you feel so small?
yes, it
Like it
was.
puts life into like your world into perspective.
Yeah, and it just made me feel so proud that my God, I have my family, my
Hmm.
dad was born there. Like I'm
Yeah, that's
connected to
your
it. Like,
roots. That's like your blood that runs through your veins.
yes, it felt very like I'm like this is such a privilege. Like I'm
Hmm.
getting to know more about myself. This trip, like Machu Picchu separately, but like spending time with my aunt and my cousins and learning, about my dad and asking questions. And my aunt even printed out pictures of my dad when he was a baby because she knew that I would want that.
Oh.
And like learning more about like their childhood and stuff. It just was like,
Hmm.
oh, and seeing her especially and my three cousins, the ones that
Hmm.
came last year, they're her daughters,
Hmm.
like how together and how united and how loving, like my family's so freaking loving. It's like that and my mom. Like I understand now why I am the way that I am. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
uh, I
Hmm.
can't. Like I
Hmm.
love them so much. And then
Yeah.
my family, so like we went to see my grandma like the second day that we were in Peru, and she's in a beach town about an hour outside of Callao.
Hmm.
And I was nervous because they're religious and I didn't
Hmm.
want to make anyone feel uncomfortable. I wasn't sure what was going to happen. Like, would we be okay to go inside? I didn't know, and I was going
Right.
to respect everyone's wishes. I just was there to
Hmm.
see I wanted to see my grandma. It
Hmm.
was amazing. We were like open arms. Like my uncle said grace and thanked God for bringing his nieces safely to
Aw,
Peru and
so
welcomed
cute.
his newer niece into the family. Like, what?
Wow. So wait, so tell me this, in Peru, is it something that's accepted or is it something that's still kind of like, okay, you don't really want to make a spectacle of it.
Correct. It's the latter. So like
Mhm.
because we asked and we were
Mhm.
very much and we had this conversation at the airport waiting to board to go home because I
Mhm.
wanted to tell my aunt like, I know you offered us to stay with you, but I didn't want to make anyone uncomfortable. I didn't know how it was going to go. She's like, oh, like she's the most accepting. She helped my father learn, you
Mhm.
know, and see that he needed to be and be there for his daughter and be strong. She was a key person in that.
Wow.
And during that conversation, I asked because I was like, me and
Mhm.
Angel, we really love it here. Like, we even talked about like, can we get a place like in a couple of
Mhm.
years? Like, we can rent
Yeah.
and stay there once or a couple
Mhm.
times a year. Like, we were like planning all these things.
Mhm.
We can't. Like, it's not. It's a very religious country, so
Mhm.
we could, but as business partners, as friends,
Right.
but gay
Mhm.
marriage is not a thing. There are
Mhm.
like gay clubs, but like
Mhm.
very little, very
Kind of
small, kind of
underground.
hidden. Yeah. And like Pride, there was a really big Pride once, and I know it was in Peru,
Mhm.
but they're typically like small. Like,
Yeah.
so I don't know. We weren't flamboyant at all. We weren't
Mhm.
like PDAing, like Angel, like
Right.
grabbed my hand. I was like, "Ah, no lesbianism, stop. Like, hold on. Like, wait till SFO. Wait till we leave Houston. Okay, now.
Mhm. Yeah, exactly. Wow.
It was
That's
hard,
crazy.
but we didn't want to make anyone uncomfortable, even though the flag in Cusco could very well be a dupe for the LGBTQ plus flag. They're
Oh,
the same, they're
funny.
rainbows.
That is
So
so crazy.
yeah,
Wow.
a lot of
Hmm.
tourists, I guess, think, oh wow, Peru's so gay friendly because look at the flag.
Wow, look at
And
that.
I think my cousin said like it's like fine if it's tourists, and Peru is a country of tourists. So it's not like they're gonna throw rocks at you.
Right.
But for the people that live there, it's a different story. So,
Right, exactly.
but yeah, in a nutshell,
Dang.
sorry, I just talked forever.
No,
It was an
I
amazing trip, and my grandma is so cute.
uh,
The end.
no, she is. And I'm so happy you got to go there and experience it because that's something that you've been speaking of for years,
Oh,
like before Angel. That's
yeah.
something that you've been wanting to do and see and go to, and you finally did it,
Yeah.
you know? I mean, so tell me, was the flight that bad there?
The flight, yes, it was because, well, turbulence doesn't bother me for some reason. Like, I'm like,
Mhm.
uh,
Mhm.
like it's still going on.
Like, how dare
Fuck.
you?
Yeah. But for me, it's the takeoff and it was kind of like, wow, that's pretty fast. Like sometimes it's
Mhm.
like, what are you doing? You're like a bat out of hell. Like ease us in, like,
Mhm. Yeah,
gentle. Like
exactly.
sometimes they get it right, but like the flight, I think too was like, whee! I was like, oh my God. And then also I kind of messed up and I didn't have my pre-flight cocktail. So that there I have
Oh no.
traditions, okay? And it
Yeah.
was so early, like nothing was
Ugh.
open. So I was like, okay, I guess I'm just gonna do this like, like some sort of
And I
heathen.
felt so bad because of my stupid alarm. I probably still have it on my phone. Wake up because of for stuff. But see, my AirPods.
Oh,
So
nice.
I was listening to a book, and my AirPods were on the night before. And I told Tony when I woke up, I said, see, this is why I cannot wear AirPods, especially when I have to work. Okay. I need to get up because I can't hear my alarm because I fall asleep. And then everything is filtered throughout these damn AirPods, including the alarm that was
Oh,
supposed to wake me up to send your text.
you're so cute.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't send it. So I'm like, I hope she has Wi Fi in the air. Because I was like, no. The minute I woke up, I'm like, what time is it?
Oh,
And
you're so
then I get
cute.
your text that says we're on the plane. I go, no. My God, my
Oh.
heart. Like I was like, oh
No, it's okay because then I got your text on the other side. But I was like,
no.
oh, I need like at first I was panicking because I have you're in my tradition for
Mm-hmm.
flying. I'm like, Neen, answer the
Yes.
fucking text. Oh my God. I'm like, okay, she's probably dreaming. It's okay.
Uh-huh.
It's gonna be okay.
Oh my gosh. I was like, oh my goodness. No, I was like, I've never missed it.
You never
He's
have. It's so true. But
son
then
of a
you no, but
bitch.
then I heard from you. So it's okay. But it was like, oof. And then, but the flight back, girl, oh my God. It
See, and
was,
that's where I don't have tolerance for it because I'm going home.
yeah,
That's where I get agitated. I can
yeah.
handle turbulence on my way to my destination because,
Oh,
okay, paradise is waiting,
yes.
but it ain't waiting
Yes.
for me at home. Work and every
Yes.
life is waiting for me.
Oh my God. Yes. But this one, it was mostly on like, because we booked our flight and it was 1 a.m., like
Mm,
leaving Lima at 1.
mm-hmm,
And I was like, okay, cool, we'll sleep. Because I slept a little to
mm-hmm,
Lima. Like, so
mm.
that was a miracle because I never do. My pillow was one of those ones that you inflate and you're like cold. So it was
Do you
like,
like those?
I do.
Yeah.
I really liked it. So I highly, highly recommend because
Mm-hmm,
Angel liked it. I got her one too. We were like
mm-hmm.
cozy with our blankets. I got airplane blanket. Come on. Like I want to
Dang.
be comfortable.
Yeah, that's true. And you know what? That's smart because I can't sleep with my head like,
No. I've
turned
tried
and
everything. So this
mm-hmm.
one, I did extensive research on TikTok because I was like, what's the best airplane? And then I saw, I was like, that makes sense. Plus, if you're anxious, you can direct that into blowing up your pillow, even though for some reason I cannot blow up a pillow to save my life or a balloon. So that didn't help me. I was like, Angel, do it. Like I was like, oh, let me hold you while you do it. I
Mm-hmm.
slept, but like I thought I was gonna be that lucky on on the way home. I'll sleep. I'll be refreshed. I'll be ready to
Mm-hmm.
teach my class when I get home.
Uh,
We slept maybe 20 minutes total. We were up
wow.
all night, and then your legs are like, oh, you just want to
Uh-huh.
die. Like
Yes.
this is awful. And then we got to
Wow.
Houston, and we were like, okay, we just have to eat breakfast and hang on for another like few
So the
hours.
flight from, so you fly from SFO to Houston, this particular flight, and then from Houston to
Lima.
Lima is what, 6 hours?
Yes.
Okay. So it's not too bad. That's like, from
No.
California to New York.
That's my max for me is 11 hours. Like I will
Mm-hmm.
work my way up, but that's my max in a day.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
can't like if I ever want to go to like anything that's like
Like
12 and
like
up, I'm gonna need to
Bangkok.
split it up. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. I'm the
So,
same way. That's what
yeah.
I told Tony because he's like, Tony wants to go to Japan and all these places. And of course, I want to go to Bali, but
Uh-huh.
okay, we're gonna have to figure out like a flight plan here to where it's like 6 hours every. I
Yes.
can't do it. Like a long flight like
Wait,
that.
how long is Bali?
It's a lot. It's like 24 hours.
No. Bye.
Yeah. It's,
No.
because I don't know if there's any direct flights, and if there is, they're hell of expensive. So, a lot of them go to different places, and you go to like Singapore, and then from there you go to wherever. But, that's a long day. That's a long 2 days.
Yeah,
You know.
no. And that cuts into your vacation time. It's so irritating. So I might
Mm-hmm.
save all of those type of trips for like my twilight years.
Yes.
But yeah, I need to walk. Like I get antsy and if I'm in first class, I'm sure I would have been able to sleep had I been like just let me lay down, you know?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
It's
but
it is crazy though, because I thought about that because I was like, okay, you know what? If I was in first class, I probably could do it. Because
yeah.
it's the thing is, if I'm comfortable, I
Yeah,
can fall asleep.
I could be a lazy bastard for 11 hours easily.
Oh, yes. But then I looked at the price,
Oh,
and those international ones to places like Thailand or, Bali or like Australia, wherever. Shoot, those first class tickets, I was mind blown.
how much?
Like 20 grand
Oh, they're
per
tripping.
seat.
That is stupid.
Yes. I mean, if I wanted to go to Abu Dhabi,
Yeah.
okay, it is like 34,000 for first class. I'm like, okay, where can you take me where it's low?
Where?
I don't know.
Anywhere?
Because one night I was Googling these things, and I'm pretty sure you could
I'm
find some that
Googling
are
right now.
decent, like maybe 10,000, 8,000. But I know too, probably depends on the season and everything else. But that's a lot of money that I could be spending on my vacation.
Exactly. Like to spend something like I see one for 13 grand. Like,
Mm-hmm.
is that just the one way? Oh, round trip. But
Round trip,
still,
probably. Yeah.
I mean, I guess if you save your miles, I mean, I would
Yes.
love to do that. Like
Mm-hmm.
But because then I'd be like, I would probably need my anxiety pill.
Mm-hmm.
That's part of the thing. Like when I have like a little panic attack, I need to lay down. So
Mm-hmm.
like that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
Totally. I mean,
God.
and the funny thing is like when we were kids, like back in the 80s or the 90s, we always heard of crazy plane crashes. That's
Yeah.
what effed me up. You know what I mean?
Well, I saw the one in
Yeah.
Tahoe. I saw the plane go down and burst into flame.
You saw it?
Yeah.
I did
It
not hear this story.
I didn't tell. So it was when my parents took me and my two cousins to the snow. We were gonna go to this side because you know how you're in the road and here's this
Mm-hmm.
forest and here's another. We were
Mm-hmm.
gonna go to the right, and my mom for some reason said, "You know what? Let's go to this one."
Mm-hmm.
Thank God, because we're playing making snow angels, and we
Mm-hmm.
see a plane flying low. Now I want to say it was a smaller plane, not
Mm-hmm.
a helicopter, but it was
Right.
shaped. And we saw it like going low, all of a sudden, boom, and then flames.
Oh my goodness. Dang, that's crazy. You
So
witnessed a plane crash.
I think that's what really messed me up. And then, of course, as we get older, we have Aaliyah and Jenny Rivera
Yeah. Yeah.
and
I see.
Kobe.
Kobe, yeah, exactly. This is
It's not uncommon. It's like, ugh.
yeah. Okay. And then nowadays with everything that's going on with the Boeing stuff, and
Ugh.
it's just a lot. Like you put your trust in these people, and you hope. Like my last job was within aviation. They worked with the aviation companies and like the mechanics of airplanes. And you see, like I saw the stuff that went into fixing these things. And like, I mean, 5,500 page manuals for like certain airplanes and like certain things that from like what is it, the FAA and all these rules and guidelines that have to be met. And it's crazy how there's things that they just kind of like with Boeing and all these things that are coming out, how things are just kind of like, oh, let's slide it under the carpet. No, and it's the most random stuff lately. It's not even like, oh, it was an accident. It's just
Oh,
like
hell.
basically people overlooking things.
Yeah, that makes me feel
So,
weird. I don't like it. I don't like it at
yeah.
all. And believe me, that was flying through my head. But tell me why one of the things that flies through my head, it's my own damn fault. Okay. So the second we're just barely doing this. Okay. That's when I decide to say, wow, I'm stuck here for the next 6 hours
Mhm.
and I can't do a damn thing about it. Like I'm gonna be in the
Mhm.
air and I can't get down for the next
Yeah.
6 hours. Why do I do
Mhm.
that?
I know. But I think that's like they say like I think that's a mentality of people that fly all the time. Because like people I know that fly all the time and maybe Angel even has that mentality is like, well, once we're up. There's nothing you could do about it, so why worry about it?
Why can't I be like that?
And I'm like, oh my God. Or the people that say, oh, it's just turbulence, no different than being on a road and having like speed
Like,
bumps or like,
okay,
cracks in the road and just like a ditch. And you're just like,
you're safer in the sky than you are in the streets. Shut up.
yes, I know that, but I don't care. There's nothing holding me up. There's nothing. Like we're going against everything that we were taught.
Exactly. We're up with the birds.
My
Okay.
brain is being logical.
Oh my
Okay.
God, thank you. Finally, somebody that gets it because everyone looks at me like I'm crazy for being scared of flying. I fucking hate to fly.
Yeah. And it's just like, can we think? And you know what? For me, and I hear there's things in the works
Okay.
with the technology that we have nowadays with so many things. I don't understand why there's no other safety net for when you're flying. Like a lot of people, like if a plane, like the top part of a plane comes off, right? You should be able to get a fucking parachute and somehow be able to fly off that sucker. Okay. Or if it goes into the water, it should be to where the bottom portion of the airplane becomes a flotation device.
Yeah,
And
why
I
isn't that?
and I saw that there's people that are working on those things. So if there was things like that, okay, even if they didn't work, but you told me you had it, I probably would feel better. Okay. Just to know that there's a possibility. You know, because I'm at the point like I feel like I'm just gonna wear my own parachute on the plane. Okay, you can't tell me I can't. It's not doing anything to anybody.
Wouldn't it be funny if it accidentally like went off when you moved or something?
Yeah, that would happen to me.
That would
But
happen to
it's just like,
me.
come on. And I know everybody's like, oh yeah, but you're so far up that you're the minute the air touches you, you know, your lungs would explode because the air's so
Ew.
thin.
That right there is why I'm not okay. Like, why
Hmm.
do pilots have to say, right when my song is changing on my, I have my noise canceling, so I can't hear anything.
Hmm.
And right when it switches to the next song, I hear like Stanley say, all right, we reached 37,000 feet in the air, cruising altitude. I don't need to know how fucking high up we are.
No. And I also don't need that little cigarette thing,
Like, why
that
are the
little
cigarette
light.
things happening?
Yeah,
Why?
nobody
Who's
effing
smoking?
smokes anymore. Like, why do we still have that? And the seatbelt, just keep it on. I don't need
Yeah.
to constantly be hearing the ding because that tells me danger, danger.
Yeah, me too.
Like,
Yeah.
obviously, the people that constructed these things and made these warning signs had no anxiety. Okay. They had freaking like feelings of steel
Oh my God. Yes. And
because
they
they
have
didn't think
not.
ahead
No. And also tell me why. Do you like pay attention to when the flight attendants are doing like the seatbelt?
completely.
Thank you. I'm the only one like this,
Mm-hmm.
like it's
Yeah.
gonna change. Has it changed since the
She better be
60s?
chilling, okay,
Yeah.
and filing her nails like
Yeah.
not a care in the world. But if I see her going to her effing seat, putting her seatbelt on, I'm like, son of a bitch, we're going down. This is it. I'm done. And then I don't want to see the pilot going to the bathroom.
I've never seen that.
Yeah.
What is that? Why is that happening? What?
I'm like, who's
Who's
up
taking
there? I mean,
over?
I know you have your co-pilot, but like there's put the little curtain up. I
I
don't need to see
never
you. And then he's over there chilling, talking to the stewardess. I'm like,
I've never paid attention. Now I have to worry about that. I thought
mm-hmm.
because I'm telling you, I don't rest a little bit until I hear the pilot come on. I need to know that he is confident, cocky.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sorry, he needs to
Yeah.
be a cocky motherfucker.
Heck yeah.
And then I hear his name, and it's a nice sturdy name. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
I'm being sexist right now, saying he,
Yes.
he. I'm
And he has to have a
sorry.
certain look.
He does. Thank you. You get it.
And
So,
yes, it's just like
yeah,
I don't want to see a woman. This has nothing
I
to do
know.
with women. Nothing, because I think it's amazing any woman that has can fly a plane. But don't let me see you fly my plane.
Also, like now that you say that, like, okay, so when he's gonna get up to go to the bathroom, now I'm gonna be thinking in my head, who the hell is second in command? Is it like Jill? Who is it? I need to hear their voice.
Yes, exactly. I'm not, no. And you know what? It's sad because we're just so used to seeing women or men be the ones that do all these
Yes.
jobs, right?
Just yeah.
And we should be like, dang, yeah, a woman's flying this plane. And believe me, when I see it on TikTok or
Yeah.
Instagram, a woman
Yeah.
that is a pilot, I'm like, dang, go girl, right?
Yeah.
But when they're flying my flight, bitch, better back up. Okay,
Why
because
are we
because you know what? And I've said this before on another podcast, and I'm gonna say it again. We talk too much. Because I had a freaking female pilot on my way home
No.
from Hawaii, and she spoke so much. I don't want to hear about we're going to experience
I
turbulence.
don't ever
And
want to
this
hear
is not
that.
even me being funny right now. Like, I don't want to hear that. And I never hear, like, sometimes you'll hear that from some men pilots, but a lot of times, like, they're just like, once they get to that altitude, we're here, you know, if the seatbelt sign comes on, make sure you know, keep it on, whatever they say, right? But, and then as we're progressing, if we're going to hit choppy winds, okay, they'll say, oh, you know, just let you know, we're experiencing, might experience a little bit of turbulence. I don't know what it is about a man, like a pilot, like they seem a little comforting with the
Yeah.
words they use, right? This lady, on the other hand, is like, we're about to take off, and I'm just telling you all right now, we're going to be experiencing a lot of turbulence. It's going to be a rocky flight. I'm like, I look at Tony like, this is it. Is there a priest here to give me my last effing rites? Like, what is going on? And I tell Tony, why would she say this? What is wrong with her? I go, not to mention she's a woman.
Oh
And
my
then
God.
Tony goes, Justine, calm down. I go, why does she even have to say that? We're not even in the air.
Oh,
Things can change. Things can change quick, and we might not hit turbulence. So why are you telling me that when we're
oh
still
my
on the
God.
ground?
Thank you. Thank you. Meanwhile, we're like, when they turn on the airplane, they're warming it up. That's the point where Angel decides to catch a few Z's.
Same with Tony. Shoot. I don't have patience for that crap either. Okay? I need you to be like calming me down.
Yes, exactly. It is like, so how is that? That is the most stressful part of the flight. And
It is.
she's like, it's a lullaby for her. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, same with Tony. Oh, the engine, the sound of it, just like uh-uh. And another thing is I like to look at the little plane and
Yeah.
like where we are,
Yeah, me
right? I
too.
want to know, oh, we're closer,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, that same flight with that flight
Oh
attendant,
no.
that pilot, I fell asleep. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I fell asleep the whole flight. This is amazing. I told Tony, did we encounter any turbulence while I was asleep? Right? He goes, no, not at all. No more than 10 minutes later, she gets on there. She's like, you flight attendants, please get all the garbage. Please get prepared for some major turbulence. I, oh my gosh. Then we're there. We're like, and people, it's where
Oh.
people are like, like that. And I'm like, right? And to where you could actually see people's heads rocking. I don't need to see that in my peripheral, okay? I don't need to see movements. Okay, I already have floaters. Ugh. Anyways, so I go and I'm looking at the flight because I need to make sure we're closer to SFO. And what does Tony do? He gets his nice little finger and turns it off. I go, "What are you doing?" He goes, "That's making you nervous." I go, "It is making me feel better." I was like, "Don't you ever touch my screen."
Oh my God.
He's like, "I don't think we should ever come here again if you're going to act that
Oh
way."
my God.
Yes, Tony, I know you're listening, and he won't be doing that anymore because
Wait.
literally we didn't talk all the way home. I was pissed.
Did you put it back on?
Sure did.
How
I was
far
like,
were
do
you?
not touch that. I need to see my plane getting home.
Wait,
And
how far were
uh-uh.
you?
Huh?
How far were you?
We were like 2 hours away.
Oh,
It was the longest 2 hours of my life.
oh my God, Neen. Oh, I could just see the heads.
And like they're all like this. And I'm like, oh my God. And I'm looking straight and I could see Mary in row 36A. Okay, her head's like her hair's flying.
Oh my.
No. So
I get really annoyed when there's a lot of turbulence and I'm looking around to see nobody's tripping. They're reading, they're
yeah.
sleeping. I'm like, what the fuck? Why am I the only one?
Yeah. I'm like, because and then I look for the people that are fearful.
Yeah.
Like there was a couple times this girl, not a couple times, but this one flight where this girl was like literally, you could tell she hated flying to
Yeah.
where she literally had her head down the whole time and was just like white knuckling it. And then
Oh,
we had bad turbulence and she was just crying. And I'm like,
oh,
oh, I felt like going and like giving her a hug and be like, I feel the same way. I'm just, not as
oh,
like expressive, but you could
oh.
tell like it takes a lot for a lot of people to get on these
It
things.
does.
And I
And
feel
you,
like some pilots or even flight attendants, like, I feel like there needs to be some sort of, I don't know. It's kind of like just in life. Like sometimes people don't know how to talk a certain way. Like there's certain things you don't say because
yes.
those are things that can trigger more anxiety,
Yes.
and it is a big thing. Like you want to enjoy your flight wherever you're going. Like it should be an enjoyable, relaxing experience, and it's not for a lot.
No, it's I don't know anybody who's like, I love to fly.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God, what about so airplanes? Okay. But I love that we're the same there. What about trains? How do you feel about a train? I feel like you're a train gal,
Love trains.
right?
Oh, so relaxing.
Yes.
So relaxing. And it's nice because you could just relax. I mean, hello, I used to take the train all the time from work to home, and that's the kind of sound that puts me to sleep.
Yeah,
You know,
same.
I'm the one with my face against the window, drool coming down, my
Yep.
mouth open, missing my stop
Yep.
because it's that relaxing. I
Yep.
just don't like it when there's obnoxious people that are drunk
Ugh.
on a train.
Yeah, I don't like the part where I don't know if this is at every train, on every train, but the train that we took to Machu Picchu, it was the four. So like you have a table and then two people
Hmm.
in front of you and you're so it's like four to a table. Is that how it
Hmm.
typically is? Not
Yeah.
on Caltrain. I know
No,
Caltrain's like,
depending on, I'm sure like Amtrak, and it depends, I guess, on what ticket you have, kind of ticket you have.
okay, yeah. So we had this obnoxious like Dutch couple sitting across from us on the way back from Machu Picchu.
Hmm.
They were so rude. So it's like
Uh,
you never know who you're gonna get if you are on
uh,
those four tops. But I do enjoy a train ride. I mean, we took a train from London to Paris. That one was my favorite train ride because it was like no one in front of you. It was like roomy,
hmm.
gorgeous views. Like I could do that. I could do that for like a couple
It's
days.
it's funny you mentioned that because I don't know if you saw, I don't know if you follow Anna Klutz,
I
but she's from,
do.
and she actually had an incident a couple weeks ago on a train in Paris
What?
where her boyfriend's bag was stolen on the train, and it
Oh,
had his laptop, her jewelry, like it had a whole bunch of stuff in there. And they
oh,
were talking about like pickpocketing in Paris and also just thieves in
uh,
general. And they were saying like certain things like when you travel, especially on a train like in Europe,
yeah.
it's good like to sit in the area where they store luggage so you can watch your bags. And
Okay.
then there's an area underneath your seat where you can put your backpack.
Yeah.
Well, where they were sitting, the guy behind them slowly was pulling his backpack. And so he
Ugh.
could see it from under the seat that it was still there, but he was pulling it just enough to where he can open it, and he pulled all the stuff out. So a neighbor across the aisle saw him and got their attention, and by that time he ran off, and then a stop came and he went out, but they ended up getting the guy. But,
Oh,
in Europe like pickpocketing and stuff I heard is huge. And
yeah. I heard that
you
too.
know and we're, us like Americans a lot of times we're kind of oblivious to things. Everybody's like on their phones or whatever, but it's just, I mean, don't let that stop you from taking a train, even especially in Europe, because I heard there's like some beautiful ones that go through like the Swiss Alps and stuff. Like I would
Yeah.
love to do that, or even one that goes cross country over here. I heard the one
Yeah.
from California to New Mexico is
Ooh,
beautiful, and it's really cheap.
that sounds lovely.
Hmm. But then again, it's the travel time too. That's
Yeah,
the only
yeah.
thing.
It eats into your time if you're like working. That's why retired, like,
Hmm.
retirement life is gonna be like cool.
Oh yeah, for sure. Just to like travel nonstop,
Yeah.
and got all the time in the world. But I love that. You haven't done a cruise though, huh?
No, I am not. I'm very much like I don't want to be in the middle of the ocean.
Hmm.
That's a little too real for me. But what I will do is a river cruise. Like so
Hmm.
that'll be my little like I need to see some sort of shore at all
Yeah.
times.
You're like, I need to see land.
Yeah, so we could just, chill
Hmm.
here, like maybe do the European river cruise or something. I think
Hmm.
that'll be cool. So
Yeah.
that I want to try because I know they're hella fancy. You get like
Hmm.
valet and like
Oh
I'm about that
yeah.
life. Let's do this.
Okay.
I'll pop some Dramamine because I get a little like, iffy.
Hmm.
I get a little motion sickness. But it's not like enough to put me off if it's a I need to but I need to make sure before my ass books a trip. I need to have a conversation with like whoever, like the company, and they need to tell me that I will see shore at all times.
It is a little daunting when you can't see, like it's just open water and you don't see anything around you at all.
Yeah, uh-uh.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. I'm sure like,
Hmm.
wow, no.
You're like, okay.
Like that sound, but I don't know if you've heard it. Like it's on TikTok when people take cruises, they apply it. It's the pirates singing the
Oh yeah, I
yo
love that
ho.
song.
So I love it too because it's so haunting. But like
Hmm.
when they film it at night,
Yeah.
fuck that. I don't need to see that.
No, it's true because I remember I went outside. We were going in Alaska, and I went outside with my mom, but you look and there's like, it's just black. in the distance. I'm like, imagine what it was like during the Titanic.
Thank you. That's my next reason why I don't do cruises right
Yeah.
there. And I don't want to get diarrhea. I just, no. Hell no.
Yeah, it's a lot. It is. I get it. I mean, and but river cruises seem delightful.
They do. I'll let me go
Hmm.
with the vehicules. I'll be
Yeah.
fine. Like, hey, let's do this.
Heck yeah. Shoot, they're a good crowd.
Yeah. So I definitely want. How many have you done? Because I know you've done a few.
No, I've just done the one to Alaska, and
Oh,
that
okay.
was enough for me. I mean, I was younger, so I didn't appreciate it as much. I think if I did it now, I'd really like just love it. But um yeah, I want to do more. I want to go to Europe and do some over there, like in Greece and stuff. The only thing is with cruises is that you're limited
Yeah.
at the
Yeah.
ports. You
And
know,
God
I want
forbid you
to.
miss your time.
Okay,
They will
so
leave your ass.
yeah, and that would be me. So, that's the only thing but it's a nice way to see things, kind of
Yeah.
get a glimpse of how things are. So, and there's some good prices for some good cruises. So, I don't know.
Little
We'll see.
romance on the
Okay.
ocean shores. Oh,
Oh, for
love it.
sure. I
Okay,
know.
I'll definitely. Yeah, we'll have to tune in and see where you're going. Like, I could see you
Yes.
in Greece. I could see you.
Oh, I would love it. Yeah, I mean, the possibilities are endless,
They really are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, now I'm not as close-minded. Like after this trip, I was like, okay, I'm ready to like continuously travel now.
So just real quick, you mentioned that you guys would love to travel to like the Seven Wonders, right? The
Yes.
different. So what the hell are the Seven Wonders? Because they have changed since the days of us, okay? When we looked in our history books and they said, all these different things. Nowadays, though, there's different ones because I'm like,
Wait, which one has have changed? Because it's always been okay, so I'm pulling them up. The ones that I recognize
mm-hmm,
is the Great Wall of China. Isn't
mm-hmm.
Berlin the no, it's not on here. Wait, who are these? Oh, ancient world.
Yeah, because there's
Oh, you're
like,
right, Neen. It says new seven wonders of the world.
yeah,
So yeah, because okay, so Great Wall has all I remember that from like grade school for
yes.
sure. Chichen
Mm-hmm,
Itza, I believe, has always been there too. But the one, and that's the next one I want to go to, is the one
mm-hmm,
in Yucatan.
uh-huh,
Yucatan.
uh-huh,
Um, Even though my tour guide was like, Machu Picchu's way better.
mm-hmm.
So Machu Picchu,
There's
Christ the
the,
Redeemer, that one's
right,
always been the thing. And I know like Taj Mahal
the
and
pyramids.
the pyramids, but like
Uh,
the Colosseum, that one's yeah, that one's the one. But I don't remember, wasn't yeah, these don't feel familiar to me. Again,
right?
history is not my thing, as is geography, as is mathematics, as is science. So I
Yeah, okay, so I found something that says Old Wonders is the pyramids of Giza, the
uh-huh.
Hanging Gardens of Babylon, the
Uh-huh.
statue of Zeus at Olympia, the Temple
Uh,
of Artemis at
Ooh, I
Ephesus.
don't remember these at
Me
all.
neither. The mausoleum at Halicarnassus, the Colossus of Rhodes, and the Lighthouse of Alexandria. That's the old wonders, it says. I don't remember
Yeah,
any of those except
I
the
don't
pyramids.
either.
So it says the new ones are the Colosseum, Petra, Chichen Itza, Christ the Redeemer, Machu Picchu, Taj Mahal, and the Great Wall of China. See, those are more familiar to me than the old wonders.
I think these are the ones that I learned. I think these are the ones that we learned about, the new
But
seven
then there's
wonders of the
some new
world.
ones where it says it's like the Great Barrier Reef.
What? That I
Yeah.
don't know. Are you talking
Yeah.
about like, okay, that doesn't feel, yeah.
So I don't know. I
Wow.
mean,
Oh, because that's part of the underwater world because it's split up. So you have seven wonders of nature. Then you
mm-hmm.
have seven wonders cities, which
Oh
this is new to me,
shit.
you guys. Seven wonders of underwater world, and that's the Great Barrier Reef is listed on there from Australia. Then you have seven wonders of the industrial world, seven
Wow.
wonders of the solar system.
Wow.
Holy hell, I did not know that they were
No. They
expanding.
just yeah.
Yeah, because then look, you have I did not know about these cities, so just so we know now, Durban, South Africa.
Huh.
Vegan, Philippines, Havana,
Hmm.
Cuba, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Wow, I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing this correctly. Beirut,
Hmm.
Lebanon, Doha, Qatar, and La Paz, Bolivia. So those are the seven
Wow.
wonder cities. News to me.
Dang. See, history
Damn.
is constantly
It
evolving.
really is.
Hmm.
Wow. Okay, I'm so glad we had this conversation. I feel like we can now attend like a dinner party and bring it up.
Right?
That's great dinner party talk. So, guys, if you
For
were
sure.
wondering how to break the ice, go ahead with
Right?
that.
Yeah. Let's everybody say what you think the seven wonders of the world are.
Yes, do a little pop quiz, a little trivia
Yes, because
night.
hell,
You are
yeah.
very welcome. And now you can join in and chime in and say, but what about the seven underwater wonders of the
Yeah.
world?
And the seven cities of, or whatever, wonders, what is it? Wondrous cities? I don't,
Yeah, or seven wonders of the industrial world.
or the
Wow, I want to
solar
know more from
system.
that girl.
Yeah. Dang, we're not going to look like Joey with
Oh,
the questions over our
Joey.
head
Oh my
while everybody's like,
God. The
we don't have
letter
to study
V.
encyclopedias. That's crazy. Oh, man. I mean, I feel like we had a good time
Yes,
this
we
summer.
did. In a
And
nutshell, let's drive
yeah,
it back.
for real, in a
Summer.
nutshell,
It was a blast.
it was. It was. And real quick for my birthday, just everybody, you guys have, like, you and Kara have to go to Sensorio.
Oh my God. Can you please talk a little bit about that? Because the pictures, the video, gorgeous.
Yeah, so I've been wanting to go there forever since it opened. I think it was in like 2017 or 2018,
Oh,
but it's in Paso Robles. And well, people pronounce it Paso Robles, but I just can't, but it's
yeah.
past, I say Paso Robles.
Yeah.
Um, and it's basically these, sorry, my dogs are barking.
And you're not
They're
talking
not
about your
talking about
feet.
food. Um, and basically what it is, it's these rolling hills over, I think it's like 3,000 acres. Um, and it's basically this open wide area that has a bunch of lights that are
Oh,
powered by solar. They are fiber optics,
oh,
and basically they just light up at night, and it's like the hills are like rainbow color, and they will like change colors too, so like the blue then becomes pink, and so it's, and then with the wind it's like it's dancing.
oh my gosh.
It's like the most beautiful thing, like, and it's nice because I wanted to see the sunset and I didn't realize you could see it from there. So you could see the sunset. So you get there early. They have a live band, they have food, drinks. Then you go in, you can just sit, and they have a terrace that you can look and see the whole rolling hills if you want. But Tony and I, there's benches all along. We sat there, waited for the sun to go down, and then we walked the whole path. And then they have other artists that made other things through. They have one that are a whole bunch of lanterns that are made out of wine bottles. And I believe they're wine bottles from every winery in Paso. So it was magical. And they're all lit up in different colors. And then they have these, there's another art display. It's called Dimensions. And it's basically these metal structures. And it's basically, it's like lanterns, but the light's in the middle. So the reflection of the designs from the metal, the light comes out, makes designs on the ground, but it's mixed with music. So it has this beautiful, like, just serene music that's playing while you're watching these things like light up and move, and like, and they're all different shapes and sizes. And it's just like, I felt like like it literally, it's so dark you could see the stars, but it's
Wow.
lit up by all these colors. And even though it's not that many people because they put a limitation on it, but there's people there, but it's so quiet. Like everybody is just like kind of enamored with this like beauty. And it's just, to me, it's just like, nowadays there's a lot of beautiful art in the world, but there's also a lot of art that you're like, I could have done that with my eyes closed. You know what I mean?
For real.
And this is like something that really is like, to me, this is just like art come to life, to where it's, they shared this vision with people. And
Yeah.
there's more exhibits that are supposed to be like in the making, because they said it started out with like 50,000 lights and now they're up to 100,000. So they still have a whole bunch of acreage that they want to like make
Wow.
up with different exhibits.
Is it year
So,
round?
so
Rain
it
or shine?
was, I believe so. So it's permanent. For a while, it was only, I think, September and October, but now it's permanent. So it's there, I think, all year round. I don't know during the
Wow.
rainy season. I don't know how that is, but I mean, it's a sight. Like it really was just like amazing.
Gorgeous, Neen. Oh my
Mhm.
God. And you
Yeah.
captured its beauty. I was like, how is that real?
Yeah.
Jesus.
And the moon was shining. I was
Oh,
just like, oh, I don't know, it was just beautiful. So if anybody ever has like time to go down to Paso Robles in the valley, uh it's beautiful. If you're ever on the coast, like near San Luis Obispo, it's literally only a 20 to 30-minute drive from there. It's just it's
that's
amazing.
everyone should go. I want to go. That sounds absolutely what a perfect way to ring in for your birthday. Like,
Yeah, it
wow.
was. And not to mention their wineries are
You always say
phenomenal.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like so peaceful. It's a different type of winery. Like
Yeah.
the wineries are just, it's a different vibe. Everybody's very chill there, and it's just like such a beautiful, you're literally on the hills,
Oh.
and it's between the ocean and the valley. So you're getting like the ocean breeze, but you're getting the heat of the valley, but it's gorgeous. It's such a
Oh.
nice, I don't know. It's like our happy place.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
it. That's
Yeah. So
gorgeous.
I just had to put that in there because it's something that a lot of people don't know about.
Yeah, I didn't know about it. That's amazing.
Yeah, but it's worth the drive and it's just worth the time because it's just so pretty. It
Oh,
really is. Ugh. But anyways, yeah,
gorgeous.
that's that.
Love it. Thank you for sharing because I was like, what? What is this? It's like a
Yeah, it's very cool.
dream.
Yes, it was like doing yoga without stretches.
Oh, gorgeous. What a way they should borrow that from you when they advertise.
Okay, for real, because it was like yoga of the mind and the
Wow.
soul.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was deep.
TM.
Okay, Sensorio, take note. Justine, just kidding.
Wow, I know. Patent trademark that right now.
Okay, for real. I'm gonna have to play that back. But I'm really excited to be back doing this.
I am too. It feels like we never left.
No, for real. We just got back. I feel like rejuvenated.
I know. I missed it. I totally missed you and I missed this. And it was like,
Yes.
I can't wait to be
Yes.
back.
I agree. And I feel like we captivated our summer and our break. And there's so much more that happened in the summer that we haven't even scratched the surface of. So we didn't even
Yeah.
get into that.
We will though.
Mm-hmm. Can't wait.
Yeah, but you'll have to wait.
Yes. You
You
all
guys will have
too.
to wait. We
Until
won't,
next
but you
time.
will. Yes. All right. So good to be back. We will bring Crime Talk back soon.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll just yay September and
Yes.
yay to just our second year. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Ah!
I know. Thanks everybody for your continued support, and
Yeah,
let's see what this second chapter brings.
it's gonna be fun. I'm excited, you guys. Keep rocking with us. We promise that we're gonna make it worth your while. But
Yeah, we always
yeah,
do.
till next time.
Oh yeah, peace out, buddies. Is that what I say?
Wait, no, wait, I did it wrong. Catch you on the flip side.
Peace out, buddies.
Is that?
Why do I feel like that's different?